Are you using a CRM? If not, how come? Let's get to the top 5 reasons you must use a CRM in your business in today's EngageMore Secrets podcast.
So the big question is this: how are real estate pros like us not converting more of our expensive real estate leads to sales? How is it we're spending thousands of dollars and investing uncountable hours lead generating, but only closing about 1% of our leads? How can we do this more efficiently and effectively and make way more money, but still have a personal life? These are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers because the money is in the follow-up. My name is Patti SAMPSON, and welcome to EngageMore Secrets.
All right, so I talk to agents and people and salespeople all the time. And one of the biggest questions I get all the time is like, can I have some drip campaigns? I need to get them in my CRM. And then I say, well, what else are you using your CRM for? Oh, just to send my drip campaigns. Well, here's the deal. The CRM is used for way more reasons than that. And you really want to make sure that you understand all of the reasons. But I'm going to hit 5 most important reasons right now. And the first one is you want to get your drip campaigns in here. So what's a drip campaign? It's a follow-up flow that will automatically help you send out emails and text and reminders. And if you have a good CRM, it should also be doing a number of other things. Like when a new lead comes into the system, your lead should be able to be identified as a new lead source. You should be able to put on the tag. You should be able to send yourself a notice that you've got a new lead. You should be able to put a reminder in there to say, call them. You should be able to put notes in the file and, of course, send an email and a text and anything else you might want to send out. Maybe you want to also set up your drip campaign to send the lead out of the system to maybe a send out cards type software where you can start sending direct mail. So that's a drip campaign for you. Follow-up, long-term. Why? Because the money's in the follow-up. It's not in the lead generation. Number 2, we do want to use our drip campaign, but here's the deal. If it's a crappy campaign, our goal is to engage. So we can't engage unless 1, we get our mail open, 2, we get a response. So that means calls to action. And then 3, that we know that they did all this so that we can identify who we want to spend some time with and write back. So your CRM has to be able to do that. So we needed to automate. Number 1, we needed to engage. Number 3, we needed to help us organize our business. So our biggest problem when we start getting leads is tracking who's hot and who's not, basically, and being able to say, hey, this person needs a flag, or this needs a status, or this one is a type, or this one is a source. We need to be able to put all that in our CRM. And if we don't know how to organize that, then what's the use? Because I don't want to tomorrow wake up and go into my CRM and look at a mass of humanity with no clue who I'm supposed to be talking to today. So when you organize and you start tagging and tracking the communication you're having with people, then what you're doing really is identifying the hottest business every day. So if you had 30 minutes to do some prospecting every day, that's what you should do. Go into your CRM every day and identify who those people are. And if you have a good drip campaign on, maybe they're not communicating with you today, but they're looking at the stuff you're sending. And so what that also helps you do is number 4, identify the hottest business in your database. And how do we do that? Now, if you have one of those, well, if you're in the real estate industry, for instance, because we have more than just real estate people on this blog, but if you're in the real estate industry, you want to know when people are clicking on your links inside of an email. You want to be sending them listings. You want to be sending them back to your website if you can. And no matter what sales industry you're in, you should have some reason for them to go back to your site. So if you've got buttons and links inside of your emails, you'll be able to identify who's opening, who's clicking, and those are the hotter people, right? Because they're engaging with what you're doing. Now, if they get to the point where they're writing you back, either via email or text, of course, that's hot buying signs. So you want to track all of that inside of your account. Now, if you've got a good CRM, you really want to be sure that if you go in, you can see on your dashboard who's doing these things. Are they clicking? Click on that button and see all the people that are doing it over the last day or 2 or a week. If they're opening your mail, If they're responding to you, if they're texting you, if they're leaving you a message, are you able to go in and see this so that you're not having to go in and dig around and figure out who those people are, right? You want to just hit a button and boom, it's done, right? Next and last, fifth, we want to stay top of mind, right? So maybe they're not ready to buy or do whatever it is we're trying to promote right now. And most of the time, especially in the real estate industry, people aren't ready. They don't get online today and they don't buy today from us. We have to instill trust. They have to keep seeing us. So between our drip campaigns and stuff that actually makes sense for what it is that they came in for, like they signed up for something, you better be getting them something that makes sense to what they signed up to get. So that all goes back to your drip campaign, your follow-up, making sure that what you're sending them is something relevant to what they signed up to get. So we've got these 5 things. Let's rehash it. You need to automate. You need to engage. You need to organize. You need to identify your hottest business in here. And by all means, stay top of mind so that when they're ready, they're contacting you and not the other way around. So that's today's podcast. If you liked what I'm saying, make sure that you click below down there. We've got a lot of free training. Subscribe to the channel too. See you soon on our next podcast. Bye.
If you want more tips like this to automate, engage, and convert your expensive leads faster than ever before, be sure to subscribe to our EngageMore Secrets podcast right here on this channel. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. All our links are in the description. Get ready to join the movement to stop the madness and increase your ROI, because the money is in the follow-up.